What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Year of the Batman. The era of Adam West is officially over. Now back to the era, well, not back to, now to the era of Kevin and Conroy. So, doing the Batman animated series, one of the most well-regarded superhero TV shows just ever. I mean, I think of superhero shows like what can compete, and very few come to mind. And it's not even just like superhero shows, it's just shows in general. Because personally, I've seen the show a couple of times before, and the villains are great, the character development's good, the art is fantastic. I really like how, I don't, maybe you know this or not, but when drawing Batman the Animated Series, they used black paper as their outline and then drew on top of it. So that's why, like, Gotham City has, like, such a dark, brooding aesthetic, which I think that's kind of neat. Definitely a huge 180 from the Gotham City from the Adam West show, which was literally just a city. I mean, that you could have called that Metropolis, and I wouldn't have like batted an eye. But this Gotham City feels like Gotham City. But anyway, so doing order wise, I know I'm gonna be going out of order and whatnot. I'm going based on like the DVD release order. So if you're like, oh hey, you're supposed to start with this episode, I don't care. So I'm just going in the order that I got the seasons, and how I'm gonna break it up. I'm gonna do a season, a movie, season, movie, season, movie. Because there's four, well, I guess three if you're a purist, but four seasons and some movies to kind of coincide with the TV series. So we'll just go from there. But starting off, it is on leather wings, or maybe it's leatherback wing. It doesn't matter. And I gotta say, it was kind of mid. Uh, I feel like they just didn't do enough Batman stuff or Man Bat stuff as I wish they wanted to. So the villain of this week is Man Bat, and you see this like creature of the night, Man Bat. He's like stealing chemicals from a pharmaceutical company, and I'm trying to think where the hell he even put him. Does he wear pants? He might have put it up his butt. Anyway, so Man Bat's flying around. He's stealing stuff, and these guys in the blimp, they confuse him for Batman. So the people of the city, or like the police department, they hear about this, and one of the cops, oh god, what is his name? It's not Chief O'Hara. I don't think he's even in this series. Um, Detective Bullock. Yes, yes, that there it is. So he's more of a character than Chief O'Hara, but Commissioner Gordon's still here, and this one actually feels like a Commissioner Gordon. You know, uh, despite like how much I absolutely adore the Adam West show, that Commissioner Gordon did jack fucking diddly. This one I know because I've seen the show does stuff, so that's really refreshing seeing a Gordon that does stuff, and I like his glasses too. His glasses really help his character. I don't know why, just I feel like you could have called the Commissioner Gordon from the Adam West genre anybody else, because that's not for me, Commissioner Gordon. That is just Batman, the errand teller. So anyway, they're arguing with the mayor. Bullock wants like a task force dedicated to hunting down Batman because they suspect him of like a robbery, and Commissioner Gordon's like, "Look, the guy's weird, but he doesn't commit crimes. Well, he does, but like, he didn't do anything bad." And the mayor's like, fuck you, Detective Bullock. He gets results, so we're gonna give him his task force. Which I'm just like, the Gotham City in this universe, their police department doesn't really fool around, because his task force had to have consisted like of 100 well armed men with like machine guns and all this stuff. Like he was set. Like Bullock was set to go. So they put on a bulletin that Batman's a wanted man, and Batman in the Batcave, which I will say this also. I don't know if it was just characters trying to like get into the role or whatnot, but Kevin Conroy, he felt very off this episode. The actor that did Alfred, he felt off this episode. Commissioner Gordon was okay. Bullock was like right out of the gate, pretty great, I must say. I really liked his voice acting, but everybody else, I don't know, it just felt kind of stilted. Um, but I know for a fact I do adore their voice acting later on. Maybe this was just one of the earlier episodes and they're just getting their footing. So that's what I'll say about that. So anyway, Batman, he's like, I better go check what's up because that's not me. So Batman, he does some detective work. He finds a recording of the man bat attacking a night guard, and he hears the sound, and he also takes a sample of some fur that was left. So he goes to this like expert, well, one of the doctors, Dr. Langstrom, or no, this one is Dr. Langstrom's father-in-law. I can't remember what his name is, but he takes it to him. He's kind of a dick for literally no reason. He's like really into bats and whatnot, which I don't know if they wanted to set that up as a gotcha, but I feel like people know Kirk Langstrom, his man bat. Like, I feel like that's a common enough fact, but they kind of made it seem like his father-in-law was man bat. But I guess it was the '90s, so it wasn't as popular back then. That's what I'll say. But for me, like in the 30 plus years later, I'm just like, oh yeah, this is just a little red herring. I know Kirk Langstrom's the man bat. But anyway, so he gives the sample and the audio file to Kirk Langstrom's father-in-law, and he calls him back. He's like, yeah, the sample you gave me, Wayne, and it was Bruce Wayne going in, because Bruce Wayne was like, hey, I found this sound in my chimney. I wanted to see what's up, which is so funny because, like, the fur makes sense. He's like, I found this fur. It might, be a bat, and I just want to check. But then he has this sound, like this audio clip of the man bat, and it's like, and it's just like, Bruce, if you hear that in your chimney, any sensible person is blowing the house the fuck up. Like, you are taking that way too well. I mean, it sounded like the stuff of nightmares, and he's like, I do wonder if it's a bat. Which, I will say, once again, it's another wholesome Bruce Wayne. I love, love, love when Bruce Wayne is a good person, and, I mean, what else can be said? Kevin Conroy's Bruce Wayne is just dynamite. And his Batman is amazing too, and, like, the fact that there's a duality to it, like, there is a distinct difference between Batman and Bruce Wayne in this one. With the other one, like the Adam West one, he was just a positive person as Batman and Robin. There's barely much of a difference. But in this one, there's definitely two sides to him. And Conroy just nails it perfectly. I know I was dogging on him, saying, like, this episode felt kind of meh, but I gotta be honest, it did felt kind of meh. But I know later on the voice acting is gonna be phenomenal, and I know everything else is gonna be phenomenal. So, oh well. So anyway, Batman, he while he's fuck, I had a little brain freeze there. Oh yes. Before that though, while he's doing his detective work, Bullock gets an APV that Batman was spotted at the pharmaceutical place that was just struck, and a huge strike force tries to go at him, and Batman's trying to escape the building, and in the mist he runs into a guard, and he and they're like, hey, I think Batman's in here, quick, throw a smoke grenade. And he throws a smoke grenade right beside an open container of gasoline, and I'm just like, why the fuck's that in there? Like, what are they doing that require, like, because he was on, like, the third or fourth story, and I'm just like, what pharmaceutical company needs, like, a thing of gasoline at the third or fourth floor? What what could they possibly need that for? I don't know, maybe it was the generator or something? I don't know, who's to say. But Batman, he last split second, he saves them. Commissioner Gordon, he comes, he's like, hey, you can't help but notice you're going after Batman when I told you he didn't do anything. And Bullock's like, well, he's a menace. And he's like, well, there's currently a pharmaceutical company getting robbed right now. And Batman's right there. So guess what? It's not Batman. And Bullock's like, oh, well, shit. Hmm. Real segue, real quick. Absolutely love the feel of Gotham City. Of all the Gothams, this one feels the most unique, has the most personality. I like kind of, I don't know, it's just a dark, dreary aesthetic. Like this to me is such a comic accurate version of Gotham, and I'll go more into that later, but I really, 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 truly cannot get over how well Gotham is done in this version. Anyway, so Batman, he he goes to the Batcave, runs some tests, and he gets a call from Kirk Langstrom's father-in-law, and he's like, "Oh yeah, Batman. That fur you gave me, it's just brown bat fur, and the sound that was just like some bats and like some swallows like fighting." And I'm just like, bro, he's the world's greatest detective, and I feel like a 3-year-old could figure out that that wasn't two animals fighting. So Batman, he goes back to call bullshit on the father-in-law. I can't remember his name for the life of me. It's just Kirk Langstrom's father-in-law. So he's in the office, and Kirk Langstrom, he appears, and Batman, he discovers some like of the stolen pharmaceuticals, and he's like, "Hey, your father-in-law is a thief." And he's like, "No, he's not. I am. My bat guy, he stole it because he's really smart and he wants to come out." And Batman's like, "Pardon?" And then he turns into the Man Bat himself, and he tries to escape. But Batman, he like throws a batarang around him with a rope, and he's holding on for dear life. And this big chase scene's happening, and then he kind of guides him face first into like a concrete wall. And I'm just like doing the math. He was flying. I mean, that creature was absolutely going to town, and he smacked right in his face to the wall. At the very least, he should be like in a coma. But I guess he is out cold, and then Batman, he takes him to the Batcave and carries him, and he brings him back to Mrs. Langstrom. And he's like, "Yeah, he's back to normal. I did it off screen. Here you go." And then that's the end of the episode. So I will say this one very underwhelming. I mean, Batman, he's also known to be scared of bats, and there wasn't like really much fear in this episode. I mean, I guess at first Batman was surprised that like the Man Bat transformation, but I don't know. I kind of wish they did more with it. I feel like a Scarecrow Man Bat team up would be incredible. If anybody knows if that's happened in the comics or any other like form of media, let me know. I would love to see that. That would be an amazing duo team up, Scarecrow and Man Bat versus Batman. But yeah, so this episode, I wasn't really blown away by it. I don't really have any negatives per se. I guess the voice acting felt a smidge stilted, but I know it gets way better, so I can't be too harsh. So I think I'll give this just a smooth 4 out of 7. Just middle of the road, not really bad, not really that good. Just yeah, it's fine for what it does. But yeah, bye.